Mogul Motivation, empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs and dream chasers worldwide, 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back, I'm happy that you are here. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for the aspiring entrepreneur trying to get over that hump and make things happen. This podcast is for anybody with a dream that wants to go forward and accomplish that dream. This is episode 467, and on the previous episode last week, we talked about attrition, about how we have to shift our mindsets, and it's not the forces working against us that's wearing us down, but rather it's our perseverance, resilience, and endurance that's wearing those forces down. And eventually we get to what we want. Now, on the process of that, throughout that war of attrition, regardless of what goal you are striving for, it could be building your business, rising up the ranks in your career, a personal goal, whatever it may be. When you get to those moments where you feel like you're being worn down and you don't have anything left in the tank and you want to quit, think about what the alternative would be. Now, the alternative will present an appetizing offer, right? You know, it might seem good in that moment, but you have to realize that you are bigger than what you feel in this moment. Case in point, I was venting to a friend of mine. This isn't the only time I've vented to someone in my inner circle about this. I was frustrated, a self-employed entrepreneur with a fragile foundation. I come from a family that didn't really have much to give me, resource-wise, and it got frustrating. And I was like, maybe I should just quit and go get a job because at least I'll have a check coming in every 2 weeks and all of that. And my friend, he literally told me to shut up. And he was like, it's not about that with you. If that was the case, you would have been got a job. For you, it's deeper than that. So for you to quit and go get a job, it ain't going to change nothing. If anything, it's going to make things worse. And I had to think about it. When he slapped me in my face with that, I had to think about it because the reality is he was right. If it was just about financial security, I would have been gotten a job. But it's not about financial security with me. It's more so about control and freedom of my time. And that's why I chose this life. That's why I chose this route to be a full-time self-employed entrepreneur. That's why it works for me, because that's what I want. That's what brings me joy. Now, the financial security will come in due time, and it's coming right now. And I'm so grateful that I did not quit at that moment, because had I did, I would not have made it this far to where I'm receiving 5-figure contracts. I would not have made it this far to where I'm servicing Fortune 500 clientele. I would not have made it this far where I developed this creative genius and I'm working on the greatest book of my life. I would not have gotten to this point had I just quit and went and got a job for financial security every 2 weeks. The alternative may always seem appetizing in the moment, but it's deeper than that for you. So whatever it is you're striving for, right now you feel like you want to quit. You feel like you don't have nothing left in the tank. It feels like those forces that's working against you is wearing you down. I want you to ask yourself, what is the alternative if you do quit? And whatever that alternative may be, it might seem good right now. It might sound good. It might feel good, right? But it's simply just a band-aid to a wound. That wound is going to heal. You don't need that band-aid. What you need to do is keep going forward despite the pain that you are feeling so you can fulfill your purpose and accomplish what you started out to accomplish. Because once you accomplish what you want to accomplish, everything that you want is going to come to you. Whereas if that alternative is only going to provide a few things, your purpose is going to provide everything. So do not quit right now. Continue to strive for what you started out to strive for. That attrition is working in our favor. It's not working against us, but it's working for us. If you want to elevate in your career, if you want to build this business into a successful, profitable business, if you want to accomplish that goal in your personal life, right now is the moment where you need to break through. Do not be tempted by the allure of the alternative, because that alternative is only temporary, whereas your purpose is lifelong. It's going to be your legacy. It's going to be your destiny. You have to keep going right now. This is a crucial moment in your journey. Yes, you are tired. Yes, you are fed up. Yes, you are angry. And all of those are valid feelings and emotions, and you should feel them. But what I'm telling you right now is do not play yourself. Do not hurt yourself. Do not set yourself back by seeking out the alternative. If you got to pause, that's okay. If you got to take a break, that's okay. If you have to rest, that's okay. If you have to get back to the drawing board, that's okay. But choosing the alternative is not okay. And only you know what the alternative is if you quit. I can't answer that for you. Your family can't answer that for you. Only you can answer that for you. But I'm telling you right now, that alternative is not what you need. What you need is to pause, reset, and push through this moment right now so you can get to where you need to be. So that's my message this week, everybody. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. The alternative may sound like the appropriate action right now in this moment, but what you want is deeper than what you feel in this moment. What you want is bigger than what you feel in this moment. And that is why you cannot quit. That is why you have to continue to ramp up that perseverance, that resilience, and that endurance, and wear down all those forces working against you, because eventually you're going to get to the other side and you are going to be so grateful and thankful to yourself that you did not quit and choose the alternative. So if this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for two things as always. Number one, please leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to a friend who may benefit from it as well. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you next week.